it's me, Shortcake Cafe, in the middle of the week. God, my wrist is fucking killing me. I think the music might be too loud. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Hold on. There you go. That'll be better. Hi everybody, it's me, Shortcake Cafe, or Matt, or whatever you want to call me. We're doing a Magma stream today. I'm seeing a lot of... not seeing a lot of people today, and that's probably because I streamed out of nowhere in the middle of the week, like I usually do. Alright, there you go. Is the stream properly started? God damn it, I'm getting ads on my own stream, I don't care. I would join, but I'm fighting my life in the restroom. Fair enough. So, like last time, I set up the stream so that you'd be able to see both the entire screen and my screen. So that way, I know usually when I'm drawing, I'm like way zoomed into my shit, so you can't really tell what I'm doing. But this time you'll be able to see everything. So if you see here, I'm doing my thing here. And if you check the other stream, if you check the bottom screen, you'll be able to see the entire thing. Holy heck, it's Matthew Rabbit Hole Chapler? Yeah, that's my name. My whole name. I can't believe you just fucking doxed me like that, dude. Not cool. Wait a minute, I can join on my iPhone. Okay. Never mind, we good. Alright. I'm just gonna be chilling here a bit, and oh, now people are coming in. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep. So, like last time, I don't know. I'll take this opportunity to explain what I've been doing recently. When was the last stream? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this is decent stuff. A decent amount of stuff that happened in the past 2 weeks. I mean, first off, a lot of game development stuff. It's crazy how much work I get done when I'm not working on Rabbit Hole. Let me take a like smaller pen. Hold on. Oh, and like usual, rules are simple. Don't draw stuff that'll get me demonetized, please. Or I mean, banned off of YouTube at that point. Yeah, except from that, we chill. We chill. I don't expect that many people to join in. So probably just gonna be me and a few other people drawing. Yeah, a lot of stuff has been happening. Game development wise, I've progressed a lot on the actual movement of the player. So if you remember last stream, I showed off a bit of a Necrosis party and how that looks like now. And so currently how it looks like is, now the player has a running animation. They also have an animation whenever they open their bag. I think I posted a video on YouTube about that. And I'm pretty happy how it looks. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty nice. I'm just gonna doodle something random here, just to get used to this. I don't draw on this computer a lot, so yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so I've been working towards just animating the player and adding all the states. So unlike Rabbit Hole, which was made in Scratch, so I couldn't really pull out a lot of cool code knowledge I knew, this game is made in C# or Godot, and because of that, I've been able to do more advanced coding stuff, which allows for a lot more stable code. If you've played Rabbit Hole before, you probably already know that it runs like shit, and there's a ton of bugs, like a fuck ton of bugs. It's really bad, and so, oh, I just got an ad on my own stream again. Damn. Stop that. Yeah, because of that, Rabbit Hole ran like shit, and you know it wasn't really good. And so for Necrosis Party, I'm spending a lot more time making sure that the code runs. Hi, Charlie. Yeah, I'm making sure that the code runs a lot better this time, and so that the user experience is not dog shit like Rabbit Hole. Since it was okay with Rabbit Hole since the game was free, and like people wouldn't mind having all that problem if you're not paying anything for it. It's a fun little project. But for Necrosis, I'm aiming for like 10 bucks or something, and I can't just have a project that runs at like 20 FPS sometimes if I'm making people pay 10 bucks. That's just not acceptable. Crazy take that not a lot of AAA designers are gonna like. What do you mean I have to do a quality game to make it cost more? What? That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm aiming for a stable 60 FPS for Necrosis, which is going to be a big step up, and also it's important since the game is constantly online. Yeah, I don't understand why it's such a crazy take. Like, if you're gonna make me pay like almost $100 per game, then it might as well be the best fucking game I ever played. That's why I don't buy, like, games from big companies nowadays. Since, first off, they're so fucking expensive. And also, they're just not worth it. A lot of them are not all that fun. They're essentially just... Either, if you buy on PS5, or... I think games... There's games on PS5, right? Whatever. If you buy on, like, PlayStation, it's usually a lot of story games that can't be replayed and are generally just showcases for a lot of cool 3D models and, like... You know, the amount of quality that's not really necessary for a game and more important for a movie. For some reason, they're putting all their assets towards that. And don't get me wrong, I think a cool looking game is important. That's why I appreciate Guilty Gear reducing its price way back to $40 instead of $60. Yeah, I think that fits a lot more than $60, since Guilty Gear Strive does not have a lot of like content outside of the main game. I mean, I guess there's the story mode, but I haven't played that, and apparently there's not really any gameplay in there, which is, like, why the fuck would I play it then? I love Guilty Gear for its, like, gameplay. I don't particularly care for the story. I know, fucking crazy, but still. Just a movie for free. Yeah, okay. It's like I don't really play Guilty Gear for the story or animation, for like the lore and stuff. So I don't particularly care about the story mode. Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive does not have that much content outside of like the main online mode, which I think is fine. That's kind of the point. Like it's straight up a fully animated 2-hour movie or so, I think. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think they needed to do that. But yeah, I think if you're making a game, the price has to match what it's worth. Even if... I mean, I guess big companies can't really do that since they have to pay so many employees and stuff, so they literally... Well, I say that, but, like, we know how bad the conditions are for game developers and how little they're getting paid nowadays. Support your game developer, guys. Support your local game developers. Give them a sandwich or something. But yeah, I know that they have to pay like entire companies, but like, I'm not gonna buy a $60 game that's like straight up ass. I think $40 is a good price for Guilty Gear. I mean, I wouldn't even go as far as to say 60 is pretty good. Like, even though I don't really care for the movie, it is a 2-hour movie. Like, that extra 20 bucks for a movie, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair price. On top of that, Guilty Gear is a very, very clean game. 4-hour movie? My bad. On top of that, yeah, Guilty Gear is a very quality game. The animations are fucking amazing, and the gameplay is top notch. No, except if you're fighting that wizard, which I will not name because I fucking hate him. Doodling a little guy here. This is just gonna be mostly me doodling and talking. That wizard I hate. Yep. Chat. Chat. Send in Slayer. Send in Slayer to kill that wizard. Slayer, heavy slash at wizard. Right now. But yeah, I think Guilty Gear, $60, that's a fair price. 40 is even better. I think that's fair. But like games now here, like they cost fucking almost 100. For example, Persona 3 Reload. That game is not worth $90. Trust me, it is not. I love Persona. Ooh, that's weird. I love Persona, but that game is not worth $90. Does it take like a $90 hour worth of hours? Yeah, it does. It takes like 100 hours to beat the fucking game. Persona is not worth anything more than 60. I would say Persona 5 is worth a little more than 60 because Persona 5 is pretty much the top of like RPGs nowadays. But Persona 3 Reload is not worth more than 60. It's such a scam that the expansion isn't part of the deluxe edition or anything. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, the way they did the DLC for it, it's so annoying because you have to buy the fucking battle pass or some shit. I'm not getting that. I don't care. My experience with the problem with Persona 3, by the way, is that it's so poorly managed. The combat is fucking boring because it essentially boils down to how big you can get your crit rates to go. Combats are essentially, Persona has a battle pass. It doesn't really have a battle pass. It has like a DLC pass. Essentially, they were releasing a few DLCs over the over the next year, and so the point was that you'd buy the pass and you get all the DLCs. It's not an actual battle pass. It's just a DLC pass. It's kind of like Guilty Gear does it, where like you buy the DLC and you get all the DLCs afterwards. The problem is you can buy all the DLCs on their own, except for the big one at the end, which is a whole ass expansion for the story, right? It's the sequel. It's essentially like the epilogue of Persona 3, which I think story-wise is really interesting, and I wanted to buy that. But to buy that, you need to buy the entire pass, which is a total of $30, which goes around to $40 around here because of taxes. It's kind of ass. I'm not spending that much dollars on a fucking DLC, which, by the way, the gameplay isn't that different. Again, the big problem with Persona 3, is combat, how it works. It's so dumb. Yeah, it is. It is. The problem with combat in Persona 3 Reload is that there's a mechanic in the game that's called criticals, right? Most RPGs have them. But there's also another system in Persona, which is one mores and baton passes. Persona 3, it's called something else. I don't remember. Here's the thing. To beat any boss in the game, instead of having a magic build where you attack their like weaknesses directly, which is what you would do in any like Persona game usually. Does the Battle Pass offer anything else? Persona 5 skins for the character. Music from Persona 4, like really boring shit. Yeah, so usually in a Persona game, how you do fights is the boss would have a weakness that, you know, maybe changes or something else. And so what you do is that you use your persona and fuse personas that have skills that break those weaknesses, and then you build your team around that. Now, Persona 3 has the amazing idea of completely ignoring that by, first off, bosses do not have weaknesses in this game. Most of them have 0 weaknesses. In fact, they know a lot of magic stuff. So how do I deal with this? How do I do any decent damage? Because you do no damage otherwise. Well, you up your crit rate for your character, and you do crits with your weapon. And whenever you crit an enemy, you can attack again. And you can send it to another character, which can also crit again, and then attack again. And it's the only way you can do anything. And by the way, crits ignore any weaknesses, so any strengths. So if like the boss is strong against melee regular sword attacks, and if you crit him with a sword, it doesn't matter. The only thing they can do is if they null swords, and that's the only way they can ignore crits, which happens once, and it's known as like this fucked up floor in Persona 3. There's this like one floor when there's a boss that nulls every melee, and that's the hardest boss because you have to have a magic build for that. No variety in gameplay like later Persona games. No, later Persona games do encourage variety in gameplay. It's only Persona 3 that does this, and it's why I hated it so much. Persona 5 does a really good job because in Persona 5, how it works, how Persona 5 does it is that it's a constant like, it's a rolling ball. It's essentially like bosses have weaknesses. This is why I played Persona 3 Dancing instead of P3R. Oh, you meant unlike. You said like. Yeah. Persona 5 and 4, I mean, I haven't played 4 in a while, so I don't remember if it's any good. I played it when I was, like, super young. But in Persona 5, how it works is that they do have weaknesses, and on top of that, they encourage you to use status effects and other things, because whenever you put a status effect on an enemy, they become weak to a specific type of attack. So, if an enemy is not weak to anything, you give them a status attack, and then attack it with that attack that would break it. And then it also has a mechanic where whenever you hit someone with an attack they're weak to, you get another turn which you can pass to anybody else. So it leads to the situation where you'll like pass the baton between multiple players. Oh, and also every time you pass the baton to someone else, they do an increased damage buff. So yeah, you attack with someone to break the enemy's weakness, and then they pass the baton to someone else who is your like main damage dealer, and they do like all the damage to the enemy, and it's this really fun balance. Persona 3 does not have that. And by the way, Persona 3's progression system is fucking ass, because the way it works is that you're climbing this tower, right? It's called Tartarus, and so the point of Tartarus is that in your downtime between the story segments, you have to climb this tower. And the problem with the tower is that it's the same exact fucking thing for 300 floors. Tartarus is 300 floors, and it's the same fucking layout every time. On top of that, you have the fact that you have to grind levels every time, and it's just the worst fucking experience of your life. And you might be like, well, Persona's not all about the combat, right? It's about, like, the friends and, like, the relationships you have. So, here's the problem. First off, social links do jack shit. They only serve you to make like other personas. Okay, cool. But what if I already have a really good persona? I don't need to do social links anymore. And if I don't care about getting a really good persona because all you need to do is crits, then what's the fucking point? Why do I need more personas? So what you do is that you don't need to do social links. They don't give you any buffs except like making it so your persona gets slightly more levels when you create them, which is stupid. So the social links, except for the story of the social links, it's jack shit. Otherwise, what about you know, the social stats of your character, because that's a thing that's always in Persona games. Well, in Persona 3, there's only 3 stats, and I don't remember their names, but essentially it's just courage, charm, and I think smartness or something. Intel and courage or whatever. There's only 3 stats, and it takes you a couple of months in game to beat it, to get all the stats, and you never interact with this mechanic again. Which, by the way, a huge part of Persona is upgrading these stats, right? you want to set up your time so that um, your charm is up for a situation, your courage is up for a situation. But here's the problem, Persona 3 never does anything with that. What you're doing half the time is just waiting for time to pass because you've already completed all these stats. You don't... Okay, I guess I didn't explain this very well. Whenever you're... LBRB, alright. Whenever you're exploring, whenever you're playing Persona, watching the clock, yeah. Whenever you're playing the Persona, it's like it's a schedule system. Essentially, you have a goal before the end of the week or the end of the month. And Persona 3, it's before the next full moon, right? And between full moons, or between those deadlines, what Persona will do is that it'll ask you to level up and boost your social links and boost your social stats. And you can take a whole day to boost one of those 3 things. You can either go to Tartarus, or you can go do your stats up, or you can do your social links. That's good and all, but here's the first issue. You can go to Tartarus every day. It doesn't matter. You have 2 time slots every day, so you don't... It doesn't matter what you do. You can go to Tartarus every day, so there's no change in that. So that means the entire week I can go to Tartarus. And so, on the other half of the day, I can either do 2 things. Social links or bust. I can either social link or bust. I can either up my social links or up my social stats, right? Here's the problem. Is that fucking Sonic? If I boost my social stats, I can spend like the first half of the game boosting my social stats, and I literally, not even half, it's like the first third of the game, you can spend it boosting your social stats, and afterwards, there's no point of doing it ever again because your stats are maxed, and there's no reason to, you can't really make them higher than max. So you're left with doing social links. But social links don't really do anything to affect the gameplay. So essentially, there was, by the end of the game, I think November, you have jack shit to do, and what you're doing is you're literally just going to bed every night for the game to just progress on its own. I was playing on hard, by the way. Like, what the fuck? Persona 3 was this really shitty gameplay experience. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Yeah. November is just a month where you do jack shit. It's not fun. And so, I just didn't have fun with the gameplay at all. I went through the entire game and I beat it because I do like the Persona series, and Persona 3 has a really good story. I think if Persona 3 had, like, one thing to it, it's the fact that the story does not hold back, unlike Persona 5. Better than OG Persona 3, but at least it's a low bar because in OG Persona 3... you had forced auto-targeting. Oh, boy. Yep. Yeah, the story of Persona 3 is pretty fucking good. The fact that you can't, like, actually control your party members is, awful. And the original Persona 3, and the new one you cannot, at least. And it's really stupid because, like, I will see unironically people being like, "Oh no, Persona 3 is actually the best one in the series. You guys just don't understand the complexity of the game." No, this game sucks ass. It's just doing physical constantly, man. Your favorite game sucks, guys. Escape the bathroom. Good for you. Time to be a functioning human being. This new... Magma says that you can have, like, references now, but I don't know where you can put that up. Perspective grid. Customized toolbar. It says here there's, like, a button for, like... seeing a reference thing, right? But I don't know where it is. Classic, holding key, layer, whatever. Shortcut mouse. Other? No. Cancel grid. No. Right, when... It says, like, here that you can have, like, a reference thing if you enable ads, which I did, but I then deleted the ads because that's a thing you can just do. Advanced settings, maybe? No, that's for the mouse. What the where is it? You can now? Apparently so. If you look at the top right, there's, like, a thing that tells you. Guys, which Kool-Aid should I get? Tropical or blue raspberry? Get blue raspberry. Hide layers. Save view. Show perspective grids. No, that's not what I want. I just want to see... Never heard of a reference bar or a reference picture. It's a thing now, apparently. If you look at the top right, it says that it has that, but I can't... there's no button for it. I don't see it. I would love to have that because it's very useful. I don't like just going back and forth to get my thing. Is that like a tool here I can change? No. Full bar? No. I'm not seeing it. If anyone knows where it is, please tell me. I would love to have it. But yeah, Persona 3 is not a good game. Watch a Let's Play or listen to a story recap. It's not worth it otherwise. I guess it's pretty fun though. Also Elizabeth, Persona 3. I'm not gonna lie, she's kinda bad. Have you tried looking into Cycle Pump? No, I've been doing game development work for the past couple days. And drawing. I haven't actually played games in a little bit. I played a little bit of Roblox this morning. There's that. Elizabeth's a real one. She got some real dance moves in Persona 3 dancing. Yeah. It's also really funny because she's canonically the the only like character you can have sex with in any Persona games. That's an actual thing, or at least that's what I understood from it. I don't know what else it is otherwise. Shortcake dressed to impress stream when? I forgot that part. Yeah, no, I think it's really funny. I was really surprised because I did her thing because I did like her route and stuff, her quest and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, we're doing like the dating scene at the end of her route. Cool. And then the scene ends and it just like cuts to black and it comes back as like, don't tell anybody about what happened. I'm just like, oh, we banged. So yeah, Persona 3's protag is the only protagonist to have sex. It's awesome. Every time I want to look up reference for Agus, I have to like look up another... Oh my god. Stop using the fucking bucket. If I see someone use bucket again, I'm gonna kill them. It's the most silent as guy instead of you. I'm scared of playing Persona 3 again, Persona 4 again. Yes has told me that the game like has not aged well, and I played it as a kid, so I didn't really think of it a lot. What the fuck, my cat? He's drinking the Kool-Aid. Don't let your cat do that. He'll get awesome and like do cool stuff, and he'll do like board tricks or something. Holy shit, I just did a kickflip. What did I just fucking tell you? This is what happened when you give Kool-Aid to your pets. They do that. very poorly drawing Igus right now. This is a really shitty drawing of Igus. That's fine. Haktua, as they say. Imagine if Igus actually said that in game. I would kill myself. I would do that on the spot. I wouldn't even try anymore. I would just give up. To this day, I don't understand why Magma doesn't have a line tool. You do have a line tool. You just press shift. You press one point and then press shift in the next, and that's your line tool. That's easy. So why are you drawing with line tools? Trust me, that is not a good idea. It's not worth it. Shift your mom? How long has this been a thing? Why isn't it just with the other tool? This is a thing in like every software. Most drawing software, if you press shift and then click to another point, it lets you just make a line because most people don't use line tools. Waiting for server response. Let me draw. Let me draw. Why is it not letting me? I don't use shortcuts. Am I wrong for this? You may be. Why am I not able to load in? My stream is still working, right? Yeah, it is. Is the server down for you guys as well? When will Shortcake play Dress to Impress? At one point I will. Okay, I'll get my friends and we'll play it. I don't fucking know. Hold on, let me get rid of the ads. Here's a trick, by the way. If you go to the inspect tool, press the little thingy here. I don't think you can see it on my screen. But... hold on. Yeah, you press the at the top left of the console thing that pops up. There's like an arrow and then a container. You press that and then click on the ad, and then it'll link you to like a section of the code. You press delete, and then the ad is gone. You can do this here too. And there you go. I think I broke it using the line tool, but it isn't the line tool. I'll vote 5 stars on 2 account. Trust we will rig the vote. Nah, we play for real. I can't believe Igus would say that. I can't believe Igus would actually say that in Persona. Ad blocker? Nah, manual. It's because it detects, I think, if you have ad blocker. But it can't detect if you just delete the ad entirely. That's why I'm fucking awesome. As I was talking about later, before this entire tangent started. Let me just put my wrist on ice real quick. Yeah. Before I started ranting about games sucking and Persona 3 being the worst game ever made. When the crosses party, since I'm making it in Godot, I get the opportunity to write proper code, and because of that, the game runs at a nice 60 FPS, because, yeah. Hopefully as I add more stuff that'll stay consistent. The main problem is setting up the online and stuff. I've never really made an online game before, so this is the first time I've ever done that, and I have to I have to account for a lot of things. Guys, making an online game is fucking hard. Since I essentially have to code the stuff twice. Once for local and then once for online. Or at least make it so the local code can work if I send the message online. It's complicated. Point is, it's taking like double the development time to get this done. Which I think is fine. Right? It's gonna be a good game in the end. And like, once I get a lot of the base stuff done, games development is gonna go a lot faster since it's mostly just gonna be making assets and stuff. Since at the moment I have to code everything, I have to code like the movement, I have to code the interactions between players, I have to code like, you know, all that stuff, right? Make sure everything works. Yep. And so it's a lot of work at the start. But once I get done with all the base stuff, like damage and all that stuff, that's when we can get to the good stuff that is like really easy to code since it's just creating new monsters and stuff. I'm aiming for like 1 year development time, hopefully. I don't know if I'll meet that, but hopefully maybe 2 years at max, but I don't want to spend another 3 years like Rabbit Hole. Rabbit Hole's problem is that I had to spend 3 years on it because it was made in scratch, so anytime I added something new, I needed to rewrite the entire code. But whenever you're writing code normally, you're supposed to write code so that you're able to reuse it for everything. And so it saves a lot of time. Let me draw Space Girl real quick, because I like her. Yeah, since I'm rewriting a lot of code, I'm not gonna have to spend like 20 hours rewriting the same thing over and over again like I did with Rabbit Hole. On top of that, loading sprites is a lot easier in this, and hopefully, I'm hoping I'm able to set up some sort of custom skin maker thingy eventually. I would really like to allow players to just make skins for the game. You know how funny it would be to play in a Necrosis party and your character is Hatsune Miku? Like, think of the potential in that. Think in the fun potential you could have. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, and that's probably gonna be, like, endgame kind of stuff, but, like... Bro, imagine Goku? Yeah, it'd be funny as well. It would purely just be visual, but I think it'd be really fun. The only issue is I don't know how to sync mods between players, because you can't really send whole data packets online. You can send information, but you can't send, like, an entire file online. Or at least easily. Ooh, that's good. I like that song. We killed Goku last Aggie collab, I think. Oh, damn. Rep Goku. Welcome back. Put down now. No. Me drawing the same hairstyle like 20 times in a row and calling it a different character. I'm a character designer, guys, I swear. I think it's funny how, like, I'll get some people ask me, "Hey Matt, how do you make character design? Your characters are so cool. How do I make character design? I can never get anything. I can never do anything. I don't know how to design a character." And like, my trick for character designing is drawing the same haircut over and over again, and nobody notices. It's very funny. I mean, I reuse a lot of designs as well for other things. I mean, some of you might have noticed that the character I use for my commission sheets and shopkeep have like the same skin tone and the same hair color, just because I really dig that hair color and like skin tone mix. It's a fun skin tone. It's just a really fun mix. But the problem is, it's funny because I remember you having a hard time with a commission just because it was long hair. I still have difficulties drawing long hair. There's this thing I drew of like Momo's character, and Momo's character has long hair, and it's from the back, and like there is no reference off of that online. So I just went fuck it, and I didn't draw it from the back. I drew it like going over the shoulder. The character design work is not that hard, guys. It's a lot easier than you think. Oh, this looks like ass. You just fuck around until something works. A lot of people overestimate how much work it takes. I recently bought 6 Kazoo and I'm having the time of my life. That's awesome. Bro, where is it? It's Bunny Suit, so I didn't post it on the server. Or at least I posted it in the not safe for work section. So no, you can't see it because I think, if I remember correctly, you are not an adult. Magic mackerel? Is that like a fish? I don't like drawing this little space lady. 2 more days. 2 more years. Yeah, eventually. Like, my stuff is not fully not safe for work, but I don't think kids should be seeing it. There's a not safe for work section. Oh, it's in another server I'm in. And it's really strange because, like, my stuff is tame compared to the stuff that's in that channel. I have seen some fucking awful shit in there, and, like, no offense to the people in there, it just... To be honest, like, it's just really fucking weird. But it's like... My art isn't, like, fully safe for work. I don't think kids should be seeing it. But it's not safe for work either. Like, it's not porn. So I'm in, like, the weird middle ground. So usually, like, in a server, I will prefer going to the not safe for work for posting my stuff. Glad I haven't checked then. I don't think you can. You have to be 18 to have that, to be in that, like, channel. I don't think you have access otherwise. If you do, then that's worrying. It's somewhat safe for work, yeah. It's like in the middle grounds, and so it's very annoying whenever I'm posting. 'Cause I don't really know where to do it. I wish it was like an art channel for not for safe work. Well, there is an art channel for safe for work. In that server there is. Oh, you're mixed. Okay. Charlie, context. There is, in the server I'm in, the server I'm in, it's like Hazel's server. There's a channel called #art, and it's tagged not safe for work, and this is a channel called #not safe for work. And not safe for work is for the not safe for work art, and #art just has the warning on it because very early on, media channel, no, there's a thing called #art, and so early on, this thing was the original. Just we only had this art channel, and it was only a few of us, and we were all 18 at that point. I was like, hey, if you're planning on adding more people, you should probably make a separate channel just for not safe for work stuff, and make sure the art channel is like its own thing that is not safe for work. So we did that, but I think Hazel never removed like the the warning off of art, so art tells you need to be 18 plus to be on there, but you don't have to be. It's not safe for work that you have to be 18 plus. Because I've been posting my art on there sometimes, like. But yeah, my art is in like this awkward spot where it's like, it's not porn, but it's also not for kids, so I prefer just putting it in the porn section just to be sure. And the Not Safe for Work channel is something alright. I do not like it all that much. There's some people on that server who have some weird things. Wait, I'm confused. So do I just post in Not Safe for Work? No, you don't. That's the one place you don't go. There's hashtag art, which is for just regular art, and there's hashtag Not Safe for Work, which is not safe for work, and you don't go there. Plus, I don't even think you have access to Not Safe for Work. Normally, if Hazel did her job correctly, you should not have access to that. If you do, that's very concerning. It's only the art channel, and I think Hazel went on a hiatus, so yeah. Boy, am I glad not to have Discord. Yeah. I use Discord to talk to people, and I'm occasionally in other servers. Like, Hazel's server is the only one I'm really in, because I know some of the people in there, and even then, like, some of the people I don't. If I did, it'd be fucked up. Yeah. There's a lot of people on Hazel's server that, like, I'm not really all that comfortable with. Like, they have some weird things. I like mostly there for like Momo and Charlie, and that's it. Hazel's not even often in her own server, so yeah. Had jump scare, hell yeah. As the slogan goes, Discord is a magical place. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, that's the main problem. I thought you had an active server with Fetus and the rest. Oh yeah, I do. That's the main one I'm in. That's like the only one I interact in. We often have VCs in there. But no, otherwise, like, I'm not in any other servers. I was in the rabbit hole one for a while, and, you know, everything happened over there, so I'm not coming back. Like, it's very annoying, because a lot of Discord servers usually go to shit because people are fucking weirdos. What happened to the rabbit hole server? I would ask to join, but I'm unsure if I'm allowed there as a minor. The server I'm in with Fetus and the others, that's Aura's server, and no, we don't add just random people in there. We add like one person every like really long time. First time I've heard of it, should I tell my sibling to leave it? So, okay, context for what happened to the rabbit hole server. I think it's fine now. Apparently they've added more mods and like they fixed all the issues, but yeah. So what ended up happening is at one point I was gone for a little bit, and then when I came back, Fetus told me that like some of the people were like watching sexual content in one of the VCs and like not the legal kind. Especially since the server has like a lot of minors in it, so you shouldn't be able to even watch sexual content in the first place. The point is, they were doing that, and I had to hop in the server and be like, guys, who the fuck did it? Oh, hell no, what? Yeah, no, it's fucked up. So I joined the server, I'm like, guys, who the fuck did it? One person was like, guy, oh, it wasn't that sexual. Automatically ban. I'm like, okay, who's the other one? And so nobody else steps up. So they're like, oh, I didn't do it. I was in that VC. I was never in that VC. And so other people is like, no, you weren't in that VC. Why are you lying? And one person in my DMs just go like, oh, I'm not part of that gang. I'm completely different. Oh, I wasn't involved in that. And then someone else is like, oh, they actually did, and I was so fucking tired of it that I just left. It was a shit show. Yeah. So I just left, and I'm not coming back after that. There is a limit to what I can take. And my first thing when I joined that server was like, I'm not doing any moderating. Especially not for shit that's literal crimes. I'm pretty sure 4 people got banned. Yeah, fucking hopefully. It was fucking horrid. Yeah, no, it was. It was. So yeah, I don't hang out in that server anymore. But from what I've heard, the worst part it was active people that did shit. Yep. It's just really annoying. It's just fucked up and annoying. Optic blast. Oh, look at her, Space Girl. I think if I had a rhythm game, I would make it about her. I've been having this idea. For like a rhythm game, and it would probably have this character, but I don't know what exactly it would be. Like a rhythm heaven kind of deal. Not working on that anytime soon, though. The world needs more rhythm game. Amen. Damn, she's gonna get killed. After necrosis, perhaps, yeah. The main issue with making a rhythm game is, like, I can't compose for shit, and I don't think, Mohai can make, like, any music that'd be good for rhythm games. Especially since, like, I think Mike fucking hates, like, EDM, which is, like, my favorite genre when it comes to rhythm games, since, like, you know, it's bopping, it's fun. So, Mike can't make music for the game. Gug has a little bit of experience with that stuff, but, like, he's mostly made FNF stuff, and that's, like, the last thing I want. And I think Aura would be very interested in that idea. So, yeah, I don't think Moai would make that much music for it. It's more or less a new experience each time for Moai. Yeah. But, like, they have a little bit of experience in what they're working on every time. That's the thing. With, like, a rhythm game with EDM, I don't know if they would actually even enjoy working on that. That's the main issue. Like, a rhythm game with not that much fun music is, like, terrifying. That's, like, the main point of a rhythm game. If the music's not fun, then what's the point? Mike sure wouldn't, but I could see that. Yeah. Or at least, if I were to make a rhythm game, I would want it to make it in the style of Rhythm Heaven. And so, like, how it would work is that every minigame has its own song, and then afterwards you have a remix of all those songs. I love that concept in Rhythm Heaven. Well, more time to think of the music if you don't plan to start soon. I don't plan to start soon anytime soon, because it's going to take a year or two before I finish Necrosis Party. I'm focusing on that full time, and, like, hopefully I can get enough money to just go on my own. What I mean by go on my own is, like, not have to work a job. Yeah. Most of all, I'm just hoping Necrosis Party becomes a smash hit. Watch. I do think it's the most approachable of my games. since it is like it's a multiplayer horror experience. So it's lethal, Death Row Canada, all that stuff. Multiplayer stuff usually does pretty well. So I think out of like all the games I've made up to this point, it's probably the one that has the best chance of like success. But I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it. I'm gonna carefully pray that it works out. But I'm mostly just making it for myself, if anything. I want to make it clear that whenever I make games, I don't really do it for money, or at least my main games. Let's hope we don't spend $200 on this one. We're probably gonna spend a lot more than $200 on this one. I still have to do a bunch of stuff. At least this time I have a little bit of money to go off of, but Rabbit Hole was like completely $0. We already have like the Steam app ID set up and all, so we don't have to pay for the. You have to pay for the Steam ID and stuff. We don't have to pay for the fee. But yeah, I think it's mostly gonna cost money by the end of it. Once we like finish up and do the marketing and stuff, since this is a trailer. I have my friend Dark Helmet who really wants to work on it. So when we get there, we get there. Oh, hold on, someone's knocking on my door. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Oh, the music's gone. Hold on. Where's my mouse? Where is it? My mouse is gone. Okay, my mouse is back. What is that? What? How many? Charlie, how many? Charlie, how many egg trays do you have? Are those egg trays? How many do you have? How many eggs do you fucking eat? I'm a collector? Yeah, I could see that. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, we're probably going to spend a lot more money on this one than we did with Rabbit Hole. Since I have a little bit of budget going on. And by little bit, I mean like my personal money, but... yeah. Egg allergy? You can be allergic to eggs? Oh my god. Fucked up world out there. Fucked up world. Care to show stream the image? I would have to like set that up. Hold on. I can get quickly copy pasted on the Magma real quick. Hold on. You guys will see a lot of eggs soon. Yeah, it looks like this. Charlie just sent me this image of like a bunch of egg trays. Like, what the fuck? Editor is locked? Why is it locked? God saw me and decided I was too powerful, so he nerfed me with an egg allergy and lactose intolerance. I developed a lactose intolerance, which fucking sucked because I loved milk. Notice the past tense here. Oh, by the way, I got food. Just a lot though, so I'm not gonna eat it too much yet. I don't know if my mic picks it up, but hopefully not. Crybaby learns how to swim. Let's go. Yeah. This time around also, I also want to commission some artists for like the cover art. Last time we got Echo, which was very fitting for Rabbit Hole. This time I'm hoping I can get Lash Leaper on. It's gonna be a lot later though. Not sure if Lash Leaper would be down for that, but yeah. I'm hoping I can commission Lash Leaper to do the cover time, the cover art this time around. Since I feel like their art style would fit so well with Necrosis. These are just ideas, by the way. I'm nowhere near commissioning them for that. I'm just gonna start doing that stuff once we have like an actual game going on. I hope they come onto stream. I think they might not because it's like they have like a different time zones thing. Imagine I say that they show up. Funny. Sorry. I don't even know if they'd be interested in something like that. $5 AM here, Jesus. Wow, that's late. I can understand why you don't want to show up right now. God, it's so late for you guys. It's like 6 PM for me. And I woke up super late this morning. I'm supposed to wake up a lot more early because this weekend I'm going to Comic-Con. Oh, by the way, if you're going to Comic-Con Quebec, try to find me. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta wake up for like 9 a.m. in a couple of days, and I'm waking up at 1 p.m., which is not good. Yeah, I wish next year maybe, yeah. I'm just going to Comic-Con and cosplaying over there and buying some junk. I hope your sleep schedule is able to live. I'm gonna be very, like, dead on the day of. I'm going with my friends, though, so it's gonna be very fun. I'm cosplaying Harry Dubois from Disco Elysium. I'm gonna have to trim my beard, which is gonna be scary because I haven't seen my chin in months. Or years, actually. I haven't seen my chin in years. Harry in Disco Elysium has like this, these mutton chops, yeah. It's a friendly mutton chop where like it's a mustache that connects to the mutton chops, and then the chin is just available here. Here's the problem. I've had a full beard for like years at this point. I have not seen my chin in forever. I don't know what it looks like. So I'm afraid. Tomorrow I'm shaving it, so I'm afraid. I'm terrified. I don't know what it's gonna look like down there. I'm hoping it's not awful. Oh, my art isn't arting today. I think your art is arting. Watch Shortcake failing to recognize the face. Like, except from that, the cosplay looks really fucking good, by the way. I sewed like a couple of things onto the jacket itself to get like the reflecting band on the side and on the back, and I have even like the clipboard he has. In game, he has like a black clipboard, and he has like a couple of post-its on it. I recreated it, and it's pretty good. You plan to send images on it on Twitter? No. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't like showing my real life online. Also, I'm pretty sure my Twitter community would go to hell. They would lose their shit because I am not, in fact, a small goblin, but I am, in fact, a large fat man. Which is nice because it does fit for Harry. That's mainly the reason I cosplayed him. Harry is not attractive, and honestly, like, that's perfect for me. Plus, he wears a cool jacket. A large fat guy called Shortcake Dubois. Yep. I think it's gonna be fun. I have like this cool ass jacket and stuff. It's a very, it's not comfy, but I look fucking awesome in it. I even got the tie from the game. I recently bought it. Friendship? No, it's just called fat. Not as fat as that boss over the racist learner guy at the start. Are you talking about like the, what's his name again? I forgot. It's like this really fat guy who like is stuck in a container at the start of the game. Yo, that's an awesome seal picture memo. The guy sits in a massive room. Yeah, that guy. Jesus Christ. It is terrifying to see him. It's gonna be funny to see like the reaction for the Rabbit Hole fans when they come over to Necrosis party and it's like nothing like Rabbit Hole. It's like Necrosis party has almost no characters. And the characters you do play as are a bunch of jerks. Like a bunch of frat bros. Bobby Ho, yeah. Can't wait to see Necrosis speedrun though. That's gonna be funny since that's multiplayer, so it's gonna be a speedrun category where like you have to get a couple of people to do it. You don't see that often except for Lethal Company, and even then, it's not really a popular category. You can play the game solo, that is planned, but like it's not. It's much harder if you play solo since you can't revive. And Necrosis, whenever you die, you gotta get another player to revive you, and it's based around that. But if you're alone, you're dead. Running solo and losing a leg is a death sentence. Yeah, honestly, definitely. I'm hoping that mechanic is fun because I spent way too much time coding it. Hopefully it is. Today I decided not to work on it since I've been working on it for a few days already in a row. How's the new coding? It's going. It's going. It's definitely going. At the moment, I just finished the running, and so soon I'll start working on, but I have the running animation, I have the inventory animation, and soon enough I want to start doing the actual attacks and stuff. And so normally there should be only 2 attack states. There's like the melee attack and also guns. Oh, and then also there's throwing, I forgot. I also have to set that up. But once that's done, that's most of like the player inputs done. I'm also considering adding a role, similar to what Mr. Bones has, since, you know, I fuck with roles. They're always fun in games. But I don't know how good it's gonna work inside a game like Necrosis Party. It's a lot more combat heavy than Lethal Company, that's for sure. Like, if you played Lethal Company, you almost never go for an enemy, since it's really hard to hit them. But in Necrosis Party... And he plans on adding a library like Rabbit Hole. Okay, so big plot twist for those who don't know. The library from Rabbit Hole was added because we didn't have time to implement the story inside the game itself. And we didn't want to impact the actual... Yeah, I saw the garlic seal. He's awesome. Rabbit Hole's library was just made because we had a story written, but the game was pretty much done at that point. So we didn't want to change the entire game to add story. On top of that, a game like Rabbit Hole really sucks when you have like text written in the middle of the game. There's like 2 moments in the game where the characters actually talk, and I've heard people complain about that constantly. So that's why there's a library in Rabbit Hole. In Necrosis, I'm trying... we still haven't figured out how we're going to tell the story. There is going to be some kind of story, not as much as Rabbit Hole, and it's not going to be as character-focused. But it's not going to be a library system. We played around with the idea of maybe having cassette tapes that you play around with, and it plays the audio and everyone hears it. Problem with that, it's a very external thing, where, like, the story isn't about you, it's about other people, which you've never met before, which, you know, isn't all that fun. At least with Rabbit Hole, most of the stories were about characters you actually played as. Like, you learn about Shopkeep, you learn about Moko, all that stuff. It was interesting that way, but Necrosis Party, your characters are not actual people. Like, they're just self-insert characters. They're not supposed to have really much of a personality except yours. That's why they're genderless and stuff. if you do cassette tapes and it plays while I'm getting chased by a monster, I would shit my ass. No, it'll probably play when you're safe, if anything. It's something where you decide when it plays. Yum. Yummy. This noodle bowl is really good. Sorry. I apologize for that. I'm gonna meet next time. I think you can make like a SCP containment breach also, like research those and stuff. Okay. Here's the thing. The plot of Necrosis Party is very simple. It's that the world has gone to shit, and Texas turned into a hole. That's the plot. And I don't think we're planning on making it more complicated than that. The game is about the themes that come from that, or from the end of the world. Essentially, the theme of Necrosis Party, or what I'm going to be building around is, okay, when you play Rabbit Hole, if you care about the story of Rabbit Hole, or Disc's story at least, Disc's plot is about someone who doesn't know why they should live. It's about someone who is exhausted by life and there's no reason to live, and she's trying to find any reason to live. And so, in that game, the ending is learning that the reason to live is for yourself. It's to reconnect with your emotions and to understand, you know, it's alright, you struggled, but that's okay. Necrosis Party is an answer to that question, or it's a rebuttal. Hi pizza. And so yeah, Necrosis Party is a rebuttal to Rabbit Hole's question, where Rabbit Hole was asking why. Oh shit, there's an ad for me. Hold on, I'll wait for the ad to finish because I don't know if they play all at the same time. Okay. Yeah, where Rabbit Hole was asking the question, why should you live? Or what should you live when you're exhausted of life? And so the answer to that is, you know, you live for yourself. Necrosis is like, okay, but what if that's not enough? What if the world is just... What if the world sucks? And so the question Necrosis asks is, why should you live if the world sucks? And the answer to that, you'll figure out as you play. Hopefully. Since objectively, I want to make sure that the world of Necrosis does suck. There's nothing good about it. Everyone's dead, except you and your friends. You slept through the apocalypse. And so, yeah, why should you go on when the world fucking sucks? Sounds queer-coded? There is no, like... Most of the characters don't have genders, I think. I mean... No. No, actually, it's queer-coded if you're queer-coded, since it's self-insert characters. So, if you still want to have Yuri romance in this game, like Rabbit Hole, you just have to become gay in real life. It's that simple. You are your own Yuri. It's like making it out of the hood, but everywhere is the hood, I guess. Yes, be the hero you want to see. Can we have my egg cartons of an Easter egg? T4T Yuri is canon in Necrosis. I don't know what T4T means. Maybe that's advanced Yuri. That's advanced Yuri language that I don't know. I'm hoping this time around, people actually talk about the game. Like, no offense to the Rabbit Hole fanbase, but like, Trans Bien Yuri, Oh, okay. Oh shit, my mouse is fucked. You can make your own Doom Yuri in Necrosis Party. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that with Necrosis Party, people actually talk about the game, because for Rabbit Hole, the main thing people were talking about were, like, Disc and Shopkey's relationship, which has, like, 0 screen time in game. Like, Shopkeep will very often flirt with Disc, but, like, that's it. The game spends almost no time on it, and that's, like, the main thing the community is, like, focused on. I don't think I hear a lot of people talk about it outside. Hey, we talked about lore a bit too. Yeah, about how you talk about lore if Shopkeep is gay or if Shed is gay, and it's like, cool guys. What about the game? I can't be complaining though. People are talking about the game, which is better than what I thought. What can I say? People love Yuri. Yeah. Yeah, Necrosis Party doesn't really have characters, so it's not really gonna be an opportunity to do that. Are people gonna? Oh, maybe people are gonna do like their own Necrosis OCs or whatever. To be fair, I wanted to realize the lore, but we just halted after all of it. It's fair. If you want to spread the word, you could advertise. What do you mean? Like advertise Necrosis Party? Or advertise Rabbit Hole? Because I've done both. I mean, I've done Rabbit Hole a lot more. I'm not going to advertise Necrosis until I'm, like, fairly done with a lot of the features. This is the protagonist, by the way. This is the Necrosis party goer. I think a fun thing that could happen is if people make their own Necrosis party OCs. Since, like, the game very much is about you and your friends. It's not about some third-party story. It's not about characters you've never met before. Can't wait to see a, like, 1-hour video that is just roleplay in Necrosis Party, and it's Doomed Yuri. I'd watch that. I was here when Bobby Ho was just a scratch project. You a real one. Me calling my character Blood Edge? Oh. I remember when Shed was just called, like... That's just Signalis without the horror. Necrosis Party is a horror game. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I know nothing about Signalis except there's like a gay relationship in there, and that's like everything people talk about. Like, apparently it's a horror game, but I've never seen any horror like content out of it. Only people talking about how like awesome the gay relationship in that game is. Necrosis Party OCs, putting your favorite characters into Necrosis. I hope I can get like some sort of Oh, hold on. I lost my train of thought. Oh my god. I'm fucking stupid. Oh yeah. I'm hoping I can get Workshop to work. I hope we can get like skins, like custom skins to work, because that'd be so fun. Everyone could have like their own little custom skins, and it'd be awesome. Think about how fun that would be. Look, all I'm saying is if I can have a Necrosis party that has Goku, Hatsune Miku, Minecraft Steve, and Sonic the Hedgehog, I'd be happy. Plus, you could just mod in the characters from Rabbit Hole, which would be funny. Hatsune Miku. I want to do a collab with Hatsune Miku at one point. It just sounds so fucking funny. I don't even like Hatsune Miku music. Like, the more fucked up the game is, the more wholesome the fan base is. Drawing Hatsune Miku is a disease and it's spreading to me. Is that disc from Hidden the Game Rabbit Hole? Another thing is I hope I can make hats. Yeah, I feel also that adding workshop is probably gonna make the game last a little longer, since people are gonna be modding it. The only part that sucks is that I don't know how I'm gonna do the game open source, because I like making games open source, right? I love when games are open source because that allows for modding and that allows for people to do interesting stuff. Problem is, I can't do that if I'm selling the game. If I sell the game and let the open source be available, if I let the code be available and the game is not free, then people can just build the game for themselves and they don't have to pay for it, and that's a bit of a problem for me. So I don't know. I mean, you could give it a bit of time. Maybe if, like, when the game dies, I can release the source code available online. But even then, I don't know. Isaac bypasses that because the game just decompiles with a file. Maybe it's like a DLC thing? I don't know. Like, I know not a lot of people work on rabbit hole mods, but I still like having the game be open source because it just allows for fun stuff. It allows the game to live on beyond my time, somewhat. So I don't know. Plus, modding Necrosis would be fun. I think it is it's a position where, like, the mods were great. Mods that replace all enemies with Germa, that'd be terrifying. If I do Workshop, it's not gonna add... Workshop is not gonna be for, like, mods as a whole. Simply because that's really fucking tough to add. If I do Workshop, it would simply just be for skins. Actually, speaking of skins and stuff and game development, I mentioned this on my Twitter, but I know a lot of people over here aren't on my Twitter. I was thinking of doing something with my coffee. You know how Kickstarters have, like, goals and stuff? Like, you do, like, 1 week of Kickstartering, and the goal is to get a certain amount of money, and if you pass a certain milestone, then the game will add something. So, like, get $100. Oh, dude, my nose is running. That's awful. If you get $100, then the game will add this, and if you add, like, if you get some more money, then the game will add, like, another feature. I was thinking of doing something like that for my coffee, where, like, on coffee you can have, like, certain monetary goals, but, like, I never really give out any rewards for them because I don't really know what to put on there. And yeah, I was wondering, what if I did a thing where, like, if you reach a certain goal, then I'll add a thing to Necrosis. I think that could be interesting. I won't do it just yet because Necrosis is barely even, like, a game yet. But once we have, like, a basic game going, having, like, little rewards after reaching certain monetary goals on coffee for donations and stuff, that would be fun, I think. That'd be an interesting concept. I think it would be enjoyable. It would be cool, yeah. Main problem is I don't know how many people would be interested in that. And it's very dependent on, like, the community and what they think. Maybe have a poll on Twitter, what features people would want. Maybe a suggestion thread on Twitter. source code early fun goal. No, okay. The problem with source code is because source code. If I give the source code out, then anybody can build a game for themselves without paying for the game. Which, when I'm trying to make money and make a living, that's kind of an issue. Have a suggestion poll on Twitter for what features people would want. Yeah, that would probably be how it works. But first, we need like a proper like build of the game first. We have to have something that actually plays. Because right now it's just walking around and playing with an inventory system. Like, it's cool looking, but there's like nothing to it yet. And I don't want to make people pay for like a game. I don't want people to like donate thinking that a game is gonna come out when like I'm nowhere near done making it, and I don't even know when it's gonna be over. Like, I'm talking about Necrosis a lot, like it's the next game I make, but like it's very possible something happens and it just never gets made. We're still in like very early development, and we have to expect like stuff that could happen. Like, it's possible the game just never gets made because it's still early in development and realize, oh, it's just not fun. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but I don't want people to pay money thinking that it's gonna happen and eventually I just give up the project. That would not be fun. So yeah, probably not gonna happen though. I'm pretty sure we're set on working on Necrosis at this moment. Or it just turns into something else. Yeah, also that. We're still at the early phase. It's possible Necrosis turns into a completely different game, and I don't want people to expect something and then get a completely different thing. Like, that would not be fair for them. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until we have like a first working build, and we see if the game is any fun. And then once that's done, then I'll set up some goals on coffee. Right now we have like one goal met on coffee. I set like a goal for $500, and that has been met for a month, and I just don't know what to do, because I didn't do anything for that. I didn't really set a goal. I don't really know what to do for it. You guys want a fucking shopkeep body pillow or something? I don't know. It's funny because I asked on Twitter what people would want, and they said like some guy said, "Oh, what about loots?" And I'm like, the coffee is for loots. Shopkeep body pillow redone. Maybe. I might do that. I do eventually want to redraw one of those just because the anatomy on them was pretty fucking rough. But it's also a body pillow, so I don't know how I can like I don't know how I can like explain that to people. I'm trying to keep a balance on like what I draw nowadays. I try to keep a balance between like doing either a bit of loot stuff or like some original stuff. It will become real. No, I am not buying a shopkeep body pillow. That shit would be ass. I do not want a body pillow in my house. I think people who own body pillows are weird. I think they have problems. But yeah, I've been trying to do this thing lately where I keep a balance between loot art and just regular art. That way, I'm still developing as an artist, and I'm still like gaining followers by doing this kind of art. So I'm going back and forth. And I've also been doing this thing where like when it's loot art, I try to post it more often on Coffee. I'd buy a snail body pillow, all its skin. Like that you have to specify that. Yeah, so I don't know. We have to see. We have to see. Loot stuff is great for anatomy. I've learned anatomy enough. But yeah, what I've been doing is whenever I draw loot artwork, I post it on my Coffee instead. That way, my actual pages on Newground and Twitter look a lot more cleaner. It looks like some actual art. And then so if you like that kind of stuff that's more loot, then I lead people over to Coffee, which I get revenue from, and people get loot artwork. And it gets separated from my main artwork. So I monetize my loot artwork, which was always the plan, and I get I become happy from being an artist that does proper artwork. So it's nice. Also, it's fun to draw lewd stuff every once in a while. Oh, and because my coffee, like, there's 2 subscriptions to my coffee. There's one for, like, safe for work and not safe for work. Because I know that the not safe for work is 18 plus only, that means I don't have to worry anymore. Because one of the things I'm really worried about whenever I post is, like, kids shouldn't be seeing this stuff. My kids shouldn't be seeing really lewd art. That's not good. But by having a coffee that is 18 plus, and you have to pay money for it, I know that you're 18 plus because children don't have money. So yeah. And plus, I have access to kick out anybody at any time, so that's fun. So yeah, I don't have to worry as much, and it's nice. Plus, there's not much I can do on Twitter to stop people. Like, I'm not gonna check every follower's age. You're so right, because I am broke. Yeah, children don't have jobs, so don't have money. Or at least money to spend on a subscription thing. And if they do, they have the safe for work option, which it still has some art. But it's mostly more like concept art and more game development stuff, which is probably the stuff you'd be looking for usually. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. This stream has all been like a trick to trick you all into subscribing to my coffee. Coffee hypnosis, yeah. Ooh, you want to subscribe to my coffee? Ooh, you want to give me $3 a month? Ooh, you want to give me passive income? I'm the ghost of coffee past. Link in description, by the way. I think what I might do, instead of doing this one as the shopkeep one, since it's the shopkeep body pillow, what I might do is just make a new goal for my coffee, like $200. And if people meet that, then I'll draw a shopkeep body pillow. I'll remake it. Since it would be a bit of out of nowhere if I did it now. I like how Shortcake says the indie dev yearned for the sewers. I found a free game in the first area, sewer treatment. I'm not kidding. Every video game has a sewer level. Every indie game has a sewer level. Gungeon, sewer level. Isaac, sewer level. Rabbit Hole, sewer level. Meat Boy, I'm pretty sure there's a sewer level in there. Like, let's see here. Let's see here. That for the Canada, sewer level. But do they have tanks in the sewer? No, that's a Rabbit Hole exclusive. That for the Canada has sewers. I'm pretty sure Downwell, like, the 3rd level is in the water and it's a sort of sewer thing. I'm pretty sure at one point in Amori there's a sewer thing. Terraria, you could build a sewer. Portal, half of it happens in the fucking sewer. Momodora, there's a sewer section in one of the levels. Or like an underwater thing. What else we got in here? I'm pretty sure Dice Dungeon has a sewer thing. Dead Estate, that's a sewer level in there. I know that. Like, sewer levels are just something indie devs love. I don't know if Necrosis Party is gonna have sewers, but I might do it just for the meme. I might just do it for the bit. I might just do it. That'd be funny. I've been slowly eating this noodle bowl. Hold on. Do you have to have a sewer level in the apocalypse? Here's the thing. The way Necrosis Party works, it's gonna be similar to Lethal Company. I can't believe Shortcake is still checking the statistic. Oh, I was just checking the time. Because I've been streaming for a while, and for some reason OBS was not showing me OBS was not showing me how much time I was streaming for, so I was checking on YouTube. Yeah, I'm monetizing everybody. I'm getting the statistics. Yeah, I won in Necrosis. The way Necrosis works is, essentially you're just going on a straight line. It's, playing the algorithm, but yeah! Necrosis Party happens in, an event, so all the gang goes into a van, and you go to a location, you go inside that location, grab all the stuff you can, go back to the van, and then the van advances a little bit. And every once in a while, you'll be like in a boss area where you have to do a certain goal or something. That's how it works. So the areas are randomly generated. If you've played Death for the Canada, it's very similar to that. So yeah, it's there might be a sewer level. It really depends. No cooking sections, nah. Nah, we faded out that idea a while ago. I don't know if you'll still be able to cook somehow, but like, it's been phased out for the limb switching system, just because that's a lot cooler. That's what happens in game development, though. You pass ideas around, and eventually they just stop. Eventually some ideas just get cut. And that's okay. I was checking chat this time. Yeah, hopefully Necrosis is good. No, we'll have to see. Drawing is so fun, unfortunately, it is also not fun. True. Did you write loot? I couldn't tell. My thing lagged. These are literally just lines right now. Loot artwork makes Tommy crazy good. Yeah. Yeah, that's you're not wrong. But here's the thing, it's because whenever you're drawing naked people, you have to draw anatomy properly. Lamel? What are you trying to say here? What if I can't draw loot artwork? Then don't. You should not draw loot artwork if you can't. Or if you don't want to. Draw what you want to do. I do it because it works. This anatomy is pretty fucking poor anyways. Lamax, so crazy. I'm gonna have some more food. Hold on. Man, this food stuff's really good. I don't know who's the creator of food, but thumbs up to him. He cooked. He really did. Oh shit, my layer. I need to do anatomy practice, man. My anatomy sucks. Start with shapes. Literally, it's supposed to suck at the start. That's the entire point. From the wise words of Jake, which I'm gonna try to find because it's very inspirational and very fitting. Let me try to find it. You gotta suck at something to eventually be good at it.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
That's the step. That's how it works. That's how you do art. I think that's the best tip I can give to anybody who's starting out in art. Jake the Goat? Hell yeah. You gotta suck at something to eventually get somewhat kind of good at it. It's simple words, but it's true. I'll make the hardness a little bit harder. Yeah. Shout out to my goat, Jake. He a real one. For real, for real. Is that Goku? No, it's not. Sorry. Guess it's Frieza. Okay. The one tip I have learned from like drawing and stuff this year, like the main thing I've learned is sketch a lot more. I think that's the best thing I've learned. Sketch a lot more and be okay with failing. If you checked my artwork on Newgrounds, I've posted a lot less art than I did last year. But also, if you check the art this year and compare it to last year, the quality is through the roof. Like, you can't even compare the two. It's that good. Like, this year I've spent days on artworks instead of, like, hours. My artworks last year was just literally just from the thigh up, and that was it. I was becoming a shitty Twitter artist, which is the worst kind of artist. Sorry, shitty Twitter artist. I don't mean any harm, but I actually do. like, the problem is, when you start drawing the same thing over and over again, you stagnate as an artist, and your art becomes boring, especially when you draw, like, lewd art or something. I wouldn't even, like, describe my art as lewd art constantly. Like, it's the lastest thing I've drawn. It wasn't even that bad. Like, let me bring it up. Or not the last thing I drew before the Momo thing, because that's just a bunny suit. That's different. But, like, let me save this and show it on stream. Pictures. Okay, drag and drop the picture in there. Pictures. Oh my god, that is huge. Whoa. I forgot this thing is like so many pixels. Hold on, I'm gonna have to zoom down for a bit. We're getting there. Hold on. There it is. Yeah. Like, my art this year has been crazy good. I've been doing full bodies, I've been doing awkward positions that I'm not used to, weird perspective things, and I've been drawing designs that are a lot more complicated because, Lord knows, there's a lot of useless shit on, like, Guilty Gear characters. They wear, like, so many damn belts. It is silly. Ow. Yum. Yeah, I've just been drawing a lot more. I've been drawing a lot more cool stuff. Unlike last year, where like most of my art has just been like stuff from the thigh up, and it wasn't like all that interesting. Tried drawing Sin so many times, got cooked. I'm not even gonna try drawing a male character from Guilty Gear. My ass is gonna get killed. I'm not dandy enough for that kind of stuff. Guilty Gear designs are so damn complicated. Have you seen fucking Alfeld's design from Rev? That shit is crazy. Or is it Rev or is it XRD? I don't remember. Hope my anatomy has improved from last time. Does look a little better than usual, I think. But it's been a couple of months, I think, so I don't remember. Going off of memory. I want to draw them, but there's so much. Yeah. I'm hoping eventually I can sell, like, the art I've made of the Guilty Gear characters as, like, posters. I'm sad I don't have a coffee anymore. So I can't really sell art anymore, which is kind of annoying. I really like that part. Coffee won't, not coffee, Redbubble. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm sad I don't have a Redbubble anymore because I can't sell art. That was like a really cool thing because people could have like a physical version of my art, but now I just don't get paid if I stayed on there, so I just can't do it anymore. I check alternative, but like it's so hard to set up otherwise. Everything else is set up by Redbubble. I mean, next year I really would like to, draw. I would really like to go to a Comic-Con and sell my art over there. For once. Usually I always go there to buy art, but like next year or something, next year or the year after that, I would like to, hold on. I burped, so I'm muted. I would like to go to Comic-Con and sell my art. I think that'd be very fun. My only issue is that I'm afraid it wouldn't sell, and I also don't know how much. If inflation is lowered next year, you bet I'm going there to meet you. Maybe. I doubt a lot of my community would like even show up to there. That's the thing. Most of the people I would meet at Comic-Con are like people who don't know me. So that's the main issue. I don't know. I would have to appeal to an audience which isn't mine. So I wouldn't be able to sell anything from Rabbit Hole. I would have to go off of like my fan art and stuff. Right now I mostly have like Guilty Gear stuff and fan art, and that's it. Speaking of anatomy and shit, this is looking bad. This is not good. Fan art or famous franchises, yeah. And I don't have a lot of those. I like drawing original stuff, so I rarely have that much fan art on in my portfolio. Alpha in a bunny suit. Don't test me, I'll do it. OCs are fun to make. Yeah, they're easy to make. Coming at you. I gotta finish that random, not that Jet Set Radio kind of game. OCs are harder to draw and remember than fan art. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, yeah. I love that game. It is awesome. I haven't played it in a while just because I haven't had time. Actually, after this, I'm probably just gonna go back to Roblox. I've been playing a lot of, what's that game again? Prison Break? Prison Escape? Whatever it's called. Prison Life? Jailbreak. Yeah. I've been playing a lot of that. Mike got me into the game, and it is unironically pretty fun. It's a simple Roblox game. The car driving is crazy good for no reason as well. Help, not Jailbreak. I remember it being so toxic in there. I met like one toxic guy the other day, but it was more fun than anything because I think anyone who spends like their lives playing Roblox is kind of sad, especially like that game. I played Jailbreak because it's fun. Like it's just a goofy little game. But like that guy had $1 million and he had like the fastest car in the game, and I was just like, oh my god, you actually play this every day. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Or you spent money on it, which is also kind of terrifying. And sad. Like, the guy was, like, flexing that he was doing 3v5s or whatever. He was doing 1v3s or something. And it was just like, bro, you're playing a Roblox game, my guy. I don't think you understand. That's nothing to really brag about. Most of the people in that game are, like, kids. It's like going to an orphanage and then beating up children over there and be like, ha, look at me. A 1v20, baby. Woo! Like, it's not that impressive. He got really pissed by the end of it because we kept just saying GZEZs whenever we beat him once. I'm not good at Jailbreak though, that's the thing. I will say, I did spend $10 on Roblox just to get enough Robux to make my skin. But that's it. didn't do anything else except that. Like, I think if you play Roblox too seriously, then you're just kind of lame. I'm not even gonna lie. Sorry, Momo. I know you play a lot of Roblox. Just I think if you play too much Roblox, it's just kind of like... It's game made by, like, random people, and it's not that crazy good. There is one Roblox game that is really fucking good, and that's Block Tales, because it's literally just Mario and Luigi, but with friends, and that's just a really good concept. That's a really fun game, and it's very good. I gotta finish that game eventually. We're in like chapter 2 with me and my party. Okay, is it wrong for me to play a silly game competitively? Because it's got a really good community. I don't know, man. It's weird when I see people who play Roblox, like, seriously. Like, from a developer's perspective, it's like, why are you locking yourself to Roblox? Like, make a game on anything else. I've seen some impressive stuff on Roblox. But the problem is that it's Roblox, so it's kind of dog shit. Like, play Roblox for fun, but I don't think you should get too intense into it. That's just my personal take. I mean, if you're having fun in the end, that's all that matters. As long as you're having fun, you're playing healthily, and you're not, like, spending thousands of dollars on games. Like, I can't really tell you not to have fun in a video game. Like, it's free, have fun with it, but, like... Playing Jailbreak competitively is saddening. Yeah, no, it definitely is. That's the saddest fucking thing you can do. The way to have fun in Jailbreak is you get a bunch of friends, and then you start a heist. You get a bunch of friends together, you get like a camper truck or something, and you go around and then you kill policemen and stuff, and you actively chase police to get them on your back. And it's really this high-intense situation where you're just having fun, you're fucking around. And yeah, most of you are gonna get caught afterwards because, like, it is very easy as a cop to catch a criminal. Literally, you have to get close to someone, and afterwards you can catch them. That's it. I think that system is so stupid. I wish it was just if you killed somebody as a cop, then you automatically catch them. It's the other way around. You're actually not supposed to interact with, like, fighting as a cop. I wish it was the other way around. But yeah. It's fun to do random car chases. I think that's the best thing you can do in Jailbreak. Which is why it's really sad when you see people grab the fastest car. Because that's just kind of lame. When you grab the fastest car, there's, like, no point to it. As a robber, as a criminal, if you grab the fastest car, then, like, you're never gonna get caught by police, and, like, there's no fun in that. But if you play police and have the fastest car, but it's not fun either, because you're just catching up to, like, anybody super quickly, and there's no way for, like, the criminals to get away. So yeah, you gotta get a good balance in there. Make your own fun. I'm also poor as shit in that game, so... I don't know. I think I drew the head in properly. Oops. It's just the devs monetized the fuck out of the game. Did they? They might have. I'm not really spending much attention to like the payment aspect of it. I haven't really paid for anything in there. Is it like the game passes and stuff? It used to be a lot less microtransactions before. And I'm not seeing a lot of microtransactions, but that might be just me. Wait, no. You're right, the loot box system. I had completely forgotten about that. I almost never interact with it, but that is completely valid. That part is 100% a scam. I only like rolled for something once, and that's because I wanted a specific car. But like otherwise, no, I almost never interact with that shit because yeah, that is completely like monetization bullshit. It's absurd the prices on some stuff. Yeah, no, I can see that, definitely. Which is why I don't think you should be playing this game seriously. A lot of game does that. Yeah. Which is why I don't think you should be playing Roblox seriously because of how it's set up. And it sucks because the creators don't even get that much money from it. Roblox is a shitty platform for creators, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. What did Angie send me? I just play fighting game competitively. Luckily, it's just one microtransaction. Alright. I'd suggest trying it, maybe. I might do that. There's a really good Mario Party game on Roblox. It's like you play Roblox if you're trying to find a specific game but you don't have the money to buy it. That's usually what happens. As a kid, that's how I played. I would always look for games that I didn't have. Or couldn't afford because I was a kid. Because Roblox always has a version of each hit game. Where's Rabbit Hole Roblox, dude? Where can I play Rabbit Hole Roblox? And then you play Rabbit Hole on Roblox with friends. You know how funny that would be? Main issue I have with that is, like, part of me is I don't want it to be overly monetized, especially not by Roblox, out of all things. But also, Roblox versions of the games are really fucking stupid, so there's that also. Someone made, like, a shop you can actually have that in Roblox. I did buy that. We need a rabbit hole on Roblox for the poor people. Yeah, man. Some people just can't afford rabbit hole, you know? But if anything, it would probably be for the mobile players, because you can't play rabbit hole on mobile. Though I don't think you'd want to play rabbit hole on mobile. Free is too much? No, I get it. I get it. It's a tough economy right there. It's a tough economy out there. World's fucked up. Shed keep? What the hell is that? This is such a basic hairstyle. I'm not shopkeep but hair red. This is the haircut I draw whenever I don't really have an idea for what I want to draw. What skin color do I make here? Oh, that's nice actually, I like that. That was a completely random skin color, but I like this one. There's kind of shade of brown going on here. I like that. I like that. Now I should draw Death. He's pretty sick. Yeah. He's also dead. Is that the Grim Reaper? I need someone doing like a shopkeep voice where she's just exploring the rabbit hole and she just goes, "Man, it is hot as hell in this funky ass room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper?" And then she just starts booking it. We need that. That'd be awesome. Think about the potential. What would a shopkeep voice sound like? I don't know, actually. I've never really thought about it. The problem is giving a voice to shopkeep would just make it, like... It would just make it very awkward. The B3V and did that meme. Yeah, I know. That's where I took it from. That's why I was reminding of it.
Forget it.
I will say the V's are very funny. There's one thing about Persona 3 that I do like, or Reload that I like. Alex Lee is like crazy fun. He's a crazy fun voice actor. See, the fun thing about drawing like thick clothes is that you don't have to actually draw the anatomy properly. You can just sort of give up and it works. Yeah, here's the thing about drawing, giving Shopkeep and any other character a voice. I'll be honest, hearing Shopkeep in real life is probably crazy cringe. Like, I don't think it would be, like, as attractive as it is in game. Like, people think of Shopkeep as, like, this really good with words character. Like, no. No, in real life, that would sound kind of creepy, if anything, I think. I don't know, I just think I just think like some of the lines she says would not work well as with an actual voice actor. Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it can. I don't know. I'm not a voice actor. Like, I can easily imagine something like this, since she's more soft-spoken, right? Snail, that's just Kobeni. Shad, you give her a raspy voice. I don't know about Shopkeep. I feel like if you give her a bad voice, she's just gonna sound really cringy. It's gonna be kind of awkward. So I don't know. Send you me something? What do you send me? Yeah, that's canon. Oh, what the fuck? Shopkeep canon VA. Yeah, that's it. We found it, guys. See, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard, that hurt. It's fine. I'm gonna use an ancient technique when it comes to shading. Whenever you're shading, here's a tip. Color the character darker, and then draw the highlights. Way simpler that way. Draw where you think light would hit, and it gives you a much better situation. It gives you a better idea of how it would look like. There you go. This would be more like a... It'd be a soft fallout here. Hold on. Yeah, don't like that. Like this, and then for the arm, kind of a similar thing. You don't have to do it all the time. If you know where the shading is, you can just do it directly, but like, it's very useful when you're not sure where the shadows are. Draw the lights, not the shadows. This is not an amazing drawing, but you know, who cares? It's a quick little doodle. Free art lecture from Shortcake plus art high school. You don't need to go to art high school to get better at art. I am right now. Oh, okay. Like, it is a misconception that you need to go to art school to be, like, good at art. You can get some skills from there, definitely. But, like, if you're not in an art high school and you're wondering, should I go there if I want to get good at art, you don't. You really don't. Art is subjective, and you can learn most of the stuff from just... you can learn everything from just character, from just self-taught stuff. It's good, but it's definitely not required. Yeah, that's the point. You can learn something from it, and there's definitely there are advantages in there. You learn the theory and all that good stuff, but you can figure this out on your own. And even then, sometimes figuring it out on your own gives you an art style. Like for a while, I didn't know how to color artworks until I just did. I just snapped at one point. And I just realized, hey, what if I just stay inside? If I limit myself and just try to see what that does, and that's how I learned how to color. I'm self-taught, and I steal things from other artists and just play around until it looks good. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you become good at art. You just steal from other people. It's a trick everybody knows. It's the oldest trick in the book. Like when I used to use Lavender Town's character bases to fix my anatomy. I've never used bases in my life, or I don't think I've used it that much. I've just never been a fan of them. It just never felt correct. But I think you can like gain some knowledge from them. Usually they have a lot of proper anatomy in there, and like it's worth it. Oh, just sketch bases? Okay. She used to do specific shapes to map out the character, and I was like, oh wait, I can do that. Yeah. I learned a lot of my skills from art. Like, I learned a lot of basic tricks and tips and all that stuff from other people. Like, my art sensei or something, I guess that's how you could say it. That was Ed Venon. I don't really talk to her all that much anymore, but, like, she's the one who taught me most of what I know in art. She's fucking crazy good at art, too. But yeah, get a pal. Get somebody who will get better with you, or get someone who's better at art than you, and learn what you can from them. Remember making that one Pride Month trend of, do you want us to make them gay or something? And my bro commented real hard on the anatomy. I appreciate it despite it being a meme drawing. I mean, I feel if it's just a meme drawing, then like don't be a dick about it. Especially that meme, since like it's not. If I remember correctly, that meme is like the anime is kind of fucked, and that's kind of the point. Oh yeah, super important. Never say no to criticism. I think the thing that pisses me off the most whenever I see artists online is when they're like, "Oh, I don't want to hear any criticism of my art." The fuck you mean you don't want to hear any criticism? You're doing art. No, he wasn't being a real dick. He just helped me a bit. Okay, yeah, that's good. But yeah, never say no to criticism. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing people complain that there's criticism. Yeah. Okay, there was this one clip I saw where it was this VTuber lady who was she had like a pretty decent VTuber model, and she was doing a video where she rated VTuber models, and she would go over people would send her VTuber models, and she would like criticize it and give it like stuff to change and all that stuff. You know, it was a thing where you knew you were gonna get criticized, and it was fucking wild. Because one of the persons sent the VTuber model, and it is so fucking complicated, and there's so much going on that you can't focus on it. And like that's what the person says. That's what the VTuber lady says. She's like, "Hey, there's just like way too much stuff on your character right now. Your problem here is that there's way too much stuff. This is not a good design." And that person made that a clip, like the person who was being criticized made that a clip on Twitter, and they were like, call out to that VTuber person. They were really mean to my art, and they made me feel really bad about myself. I worked years on my art style, and they're being mean to me. And I'm like, no, she has a point. Your fucking design sucks ass. There's too much stuff on it. It looks like a fucking, what is it called again? That one thing with the demons. That one animation show that has the demons and the designs look like ass because they have so much going on. They just look like that. And they complained on Twitter that they got the criticism, and it was just like, no, your art style, your design just fucking sucked, and it's fine. It's okay to suck at that kind of stuff. It's okay for people to have opinions. Has-Been Hotel, yeah, exactly, that fuck ass show. Yeah, that their characters looked like a Has-Been Hotel character with how much stuff was on there, but worse, and there was so many colors. And like, they complain that they got criticism on a stream where the person was a critic for VTubers. Like, what the fuck is your deal, man? Come on. Just lower how much you got on the character. Yeah, limit your design so little. Like this, you can rarely get away with like having that much stuff. I think the only thing that actually gets away with having that much detail is Guilty Gear. And even then, sometimes it's something. Verbalay's music vid? What do you mean? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Oh, I think the music ended. Hold on. Oh, damn, I got a new ad. Hold on, let me delete that shit. Prepare to disappear, ad. Has-Been Hotel is connected to the Verbalay's thing, so yeah. I mean, I guess that wasn't really the point I was going through, though. Oh, it's volume 2. Let's go. You guys are talking shit about him for simping for like a fictional character, but aren't half of you like trying to date a fictional woman who doesn't even like you? The rabbit hole community wants to like have sex with Shed, and like Shed is not a good person. He's transphobic, so it's okay. Oh, okay. I'm still saying though, if you're making fun of him because of like his fictional taste in women, I'm just saying you guys are no better. I only like the characters platonically. Good for you. I'm just saying you guys are no better. I'm making fun of how he spent 50K on that. Well, at least the artist got paid. I'm just saying. I think the main downside of that situation is that that's 50K that went to like his porn essentially, and that 50K originally came from a Patreon, I think, which I don't think the community wanted that. He spent 50K on it. I'm just glad the artist got the bag. No credits to them. Right. A trick I do whenever I finish a drawing is I just fuck around in the color curve. Give some fun effects and stuff. There's not many There's not many colors here, so I don't know what to do here. Eh, doesn't look all that good. Never mind. I'll keep it the way it is. Sorry. Hello, welcome back. That's pretty nice. Yo, I love the Valhalla OST being copyright free. That's nice. It's TF2's birthday today? Oh shit, I didn't even know. That's cool. Happy birthday, TF2. How old is TF2 now? Can it drink? Not yet. Damn. One day I'll get to have a drink with TF2. I never actually drunk myself. At 17, one more year. I'm like 20 and I've never like drunk once, just because I don't like the idea. It doesn't sound that fun. Alcohol tastes like shit. Like, I've tasted alcohol, but I've never gotten drunk from it. Like, ask... TF2 is 1 year and 9 days older than me. Yeah. Get fucked. Like... I've drunk a bit of alcohol to taste it. It tastes like crap. And what's the bonus I get from getting drunk? Not being able to control myself and letting loose? That doesn't sound fun. I could get that from speedrunning Celeste. It's not that hard. I just don't think drinking is all that interesting to me. Hey, maybe I'll do it with friends at one point. Like, just to fuck around and try to do it, but like... I just don't see the point at the moment. Maybe I'll go my entire life without drinking. That'd be funny. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get drunk once just to see how it is. But like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem that interesting. I need to play Celeste again now that I realize I'm trans. There's like a timer somewhere out there that is like the days before I become trans because I've speedrun Celeste. Every time I play Celeste, the timer goes down a little lower. Same, at least over the 3 times I've sipped it in my life. To be fair, you are 16. I do not think you should get drunk at your age. I know I shouldn't. I'm just saying it does suck. Yeah. Like, people say that the taste of alcohol is really good. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Maybe it's a mature taste that I just haven't developed yet. Like, it's weird. I'm 20, but it does not feel like I'm 20. It doesn't feel like I'm an adult at all. Like, I feel like the stuff I should know at this age, I still don't. Something stuck in my teeth. Yeah. Hold on. I keep getting called older than I am when I talk to people, and it confuses me how. I don't know. I'm looking for a design. I'm looking for a reference of Snail because I don't draw her often. Where is it? There it is. Snail rabbit hole. Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff I feel like I should know at my age, but I just don't. It's weird, I feel like I don't have the experiences yet. Fair enough, but one said they thought I was 20 when you were 14? God. Like, I can't understand getting mixed up. When, like, someone is 16, if you've just heard their voice before, like, I can understand thinking that they're, like, 20 or something. But, like, being 14, there is very obviously, like, a voice change at that point. It's very obviously not old at all. In an alternate timeline, Snail works as a delivery person. I suppose they were judging from how mature I acted, which I've heard I act mature, but I don't know if that's... I don't know how either. I don't know, I feel like 20 is a bit much. I feel most people wouldn't guess I'm 20. Just not yet. maybe the real necrosis party was the friends we made along the way. I think I messed up her hair. I'd guess you were 19, like precisely 19. Yeah, I think that's fitting. I think I'm closest to being like the oldest in my friend group. Or not my IRL friend group, like the Discord friend group. Which is weird because I kind of sound like the youngest there. Like I think I'm older than Mike, but like you wouldn't know that from hearing both of us. Rabbit Hole Deluxe Edition comes with a snail accurate body pillow. It just smells like dog crap. I can guess Mike being one of the oldest. He's got the voice for it, at least. He makes me guess he's 20. I think he's 19 at the moment, or close to being 20. I do remember being older than him, though. Like, people hype up being 18, like, I thought he was 24. No, he's not. People hype up being 18, like, as this big moment, you know, adulthood and everything. But, like, jack shit happens. It's not this big moment or anything. You just turn 18, and it's just like, oh, I guess I'm 18 now. Yeah. I'm also realizing that time passes by a lot faster when you grow older. Like, this year passed by really quickly, and I didn't even tell. And it's not like I did nothing this year. I've been doing shit constantly this year. Like, I released a new game. I released 2 new games. Built a whole community. Started working on a new game again. I finished college. I'm currently looking for a job. I'm 20. Like, a lot happened this year. But it still feels like it's the start of the year, despite it being ending in a couple months. Pandemic fucked everyone's perception of time. I don't think it's a pandemic, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is just the thing. I grow older and time passes by faster. Like, Vsauce made a really interesting video about it a long time ago. Essentially, as you grow older, years are like a lesser percentage of your age. Like, when you're young, a year is like, it's a lot. Like, if you're 10 years old, a whole year is 10% of your life. Like, think about that, right? That's a lot. But as you grow older, that percentage goes down, and every year is worth a lot less compared to your actual age. And so, it's just a lot weirder. You don't think about it as much. Growing up isn't that big of a deal as time goes on. Like, me turning 20 wasn't this big deal. It was just like, oh, I forgot I'm 20 now. Huh. I'm entering my 20s. I do not think this is a thing from the pandemic. I mean, what's crazy is that looking back, the pandemic didn't last that long in my life. Which is crazy, because it did. It's been like 2 years, I think. Pandemic took 2 years to get done. 3 years. It was fucked for a while. Weirdly enough, the pandemic was like a cool... Not a cool... the pandemic was like a reset, I think. An emotional reset. Which, if there's anything positive I have to see from it, I think that's it. I think the pandemic didn't do anything to me. Well, it did some stuff to me. School was closed down for a little bit. And school was online. And when we did go to school, there was social distancing and everything. And it was very annoying. I only had online school for 2 weeks, and those I had online school like for a couple of weeks, and afterwards we did some days at school and some days online. It was like a flip-flop of situations. I'm hoping tonight I can get some good sleep. I'm hoping I don't wake up at like 2 p.m. tomorrow. I'm considering drawing the Shabby thing after the stream, but I'm not sure if I want to do that today, because I know I'll stay up super late if I do that. Like, I need an excuse for it, that's the thing. I need an excuse for drawing it. Feels weird to just do it out of nowhere. The fucking Shopkey body pillow redone is real. I kind of want to do it, it sounds funny. But then again, I don't really have an excuse to do it, and I'm not doing it for no reason. Oh, we've been going for 2 hours? Oh, we always be going for 3. Yeah, let's last out the 10 last minutes and then we'll end the stream. I think I'm gonna be done for drawing for now, so I'll just look at you guys doing it. My wrist hurts. I don't know if I explained this here, but my wrist has been like fucking awful for the past months. Chat collectively scream Shopkey body pillow, yeah. Yep. There you go. Okay. Guys, maybe the real Shopkey body pillow. Oh, dude. I should probably go to sleep, not gonna lie. It is like 3 a.m. for you or something. Late, yeah. No, go to sleep if you're tired. The stream is gonna end in like 8 minutes. I'm doing this for 8 more minutes and then I'm leaving. I would like to round it out to 3 hours, so that's why I'm doing this. It's 2 a.m. Goddamn. Yeah, no, go to sleep. Yeah, maybe the real rabbit hole was the friends we made along the way. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do it tonight because it is getting late. It's like 8 p.m. for me. And I know if I draw something tonight, then I will keep drawing until it's like 5 p.m. or 5 a.m. Like last night, that's what I did. I'll see you some other time, Shortcake. I almost called you Shopkeep. Okay. Some people called me Shopkeep for a while, and I was just like, no, that's not me. I'm not a hot babe. Unironically, I kind of want to get a fidget spinner. I've noticed I've been like fidgeting with like items recently, and I realized I should probably get a fidget spinner. I think that's probably the reason you're supposed to have one. And I don't have any. I don't know where they sell them anymore. God, fidget spinners were such a trend. You could be a hot babe if you put your mind off to it. I'm a large fat man. I don't I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can pull off the hot babe look. Maybe the reason, if Queso in a hoodie and sweatpants can, then so can you. What does Queso slay? If Queso can slay, then I can too. You're right. Always. Alright. I have been trying to work out a little more, though. Trying is the main thing. Working out is hard. Especially with a fucked up wrist. I think it turns out, like... I think I fucked up my wrist from, like, working on computers so much, since I'm, like... always doing something on computer. Everything I do has to be related to computers in some way. Like, my hobby is to draw and to make games. I'm using my wrist constantly when I'm doing that. There's not a moment in my day where I'm not using my wrist, and I think that's why I fucked it. So it's really hard to do push-ups and stuff because my wrist just doesn't... If I push on my right wrist, it just does not want to do it. It hurts a lot. Like, it's crazy bad. Yeah, we hit the 3 hour mark? Oh, almost, okay. I was checking my phone, apparently we hit it on there, but not on there. 3 minutes, yeah, okay. I gotta get that, that's 3 hour, man. I gotta get that 3 hour mark. Disc rabbit hole? No pressure, we're all looking at you. All the pressure, the pressure, I mean. Guys, would Sonic look like Aeoni in real life? Like, if Sonic was real and he was a human, like, would he just look like Aeoni but blue? I'm just saying, like, that's a honest to goodness question. Would he look like Aone? This Kababiho, yeah. That is her. It's so funny to see Disc compared to like the protagonist in the Cross's Party, because like Disc is the shy and like depressed girl who is like who's getting to the point where she's like, I don't know who that is. You don't know Aone? He's the purple guy. Hold on, let me copy paste him on the stream. That's Aone. It's him. Not what I'm thinking, right? Hear me out. This is Sonic in real life. This is how he would look like. Trust me. Right? Right? You see the vision. You see the vision. It's Sonic. More like Barney. The Lord of Cox's return. The stream is ending in like 2 minutes. 1 minute, actually. Yeah, I'm leaving at 3 hours. I was asking people, what would they think? If Sonic was real, right? And he was a human being, would he look like this? He would look at Aone, but blue. Right? I mean, I can't be the only one who thinks that. I mean, clearly, even the creators thought that. I mean, have you seen the original Sonic movie trailer? Sonic looked like that. He really did. Guys, he's so kawaii. Oh, that's awful. I'm deleting that. Alright, I think we've reached... Oh, 30 seconds. Oh, wait, no. Okay, we've met 3 hours. I thought Sonic would be like a light-skinned human if he was human. No, he's Aone but blue. Alright. We've met the 3 hour mark. We can finally end off the stream. I've made it to 3 hours. I don't know why we did this, but we made it. Eventually, I would like to do another Magma where it's like it's a large canvas and we let it go for a couple of days and I don't have to be there constantly. Because the best part of these Magma canvases are not when I draw, it's when others draw. I think that's always the funniest part. Problem is, it's like it takes a while to set those up, and I have to get people excited for it. If I do it every day, then it's not really worth it. Alright. Well, we're gonna end it off here. Thank everybody for joining, and I don't know, I'll see you guys next time. Stay on the lookout on like my accounts. Oh, and you know, follow me on Twitter or Newgrounds or Instagram or anything. I don't know. Bye bye. Goodbye. Have fun.